Okay, this is a boring one, but I'm sure we can make something of it. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's see what we have. We have here Specsavers. We're interested in the picture, of course. Interesting little bits of confetti, like probably put in on Photoshop or something. It looks like. Doesn't look like real confetti. So we're going to just put that on the glass like so and move it around. Okay, out it comes. Interesting. Oh, that looks really, the glasses look really wobbly there. Wondering if we're going to maybe just enlarge a section. We've got to try and get rid of that. We can't really get rid of that terribly easily. Wondering if we're just going to take a picture of the face or if we're going to see what we do. Going to just get rid of that, put it aside, and we're just going to put this here and take this woman's face and make something of it. I'm thinking 200 is going to be too big. I'm going to just put it on the glass like so and overlap it. Hopefully get rid of that green advertising shit. I like the picture, but I don't like the pieces of advertising bullshit. So I'm thinking maybe on the vertical's going to be 150 and the horizontal is going to be 190. I'm going to leave it like that. I was thinking of making it into a negative image. See if we can make this look good. Okay, out it comes. Yeah, that looks interesting. I must say, she looks like a real nerd, but I like nerds. I really admire them for what they do and what they're capable of. I don't like the way people treat nerds as if they're useless or weak. Nerds are good. You know, nerds do a lot of good work that normal people don't. So to be a nerd is a good thing in my books. You know, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be treated with contempt. You know, because they're the ones that will willingly solve computer problems, for example. You know, they've got a solution to a lot of things, and you just don't realise how useful they are until you've actually used their service. And a lot of them do wear glasses, and I think I've fucked up the positioning of this. I fucked it up. Was meant to, I think that was as far as it would go. Wondering if we're going to make this a movement on a movement piece. So I'm going to just change it to 200 once again. But yeah, to me nerds are really useful, and they often are very, very nice people, you know, and they're willing to do stuff that other people can't and won't do. So, you know, if you can find a nerd to fix your computer, yeah. I'm a photocopier nerd. I'm a toner head. Unfortunately, I'm not of the technician type. Now this is shit. That looks shit. I'm not able to do technician work. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that, however much I'd like to. But I do admire nerds and geeks, and I'm good at doing this sort of photocopier work. I'd like to one day design photocopiers one day when they have the technology to fix my brain damage that I had at birth, with a cord around my neck and coming out a breech position as a baby. So I came out feet first with a cord around my neck, and it's destroyed the hippocampus and the short-term memory quite severely. And I can't learn all the stuff that I would love to learn about how to be a technician. I'd love to be a technician. But I'd really love to be the CEO of a future photocopier company, building photocopiers that last 60 years, building them out of recycled materials instead of virgin materials. Making these photocopiers, making sure that the workers on the factory floor get treated with respect. They get paid a decent wage. They get paid more than they're worth as a bonus, because I really appreciate these nerds and geeks called toner heads who are going to one day assemble this equipment, and we want them to be happy and safe and well as they do their job. And basically, we don't want to treat them like shit like Konica Minolta and other companies do. We've got to treat them with respect. We've got to give them a fair wage, and basically I want to also become a scientist as well as a CEO, and the money that I earn from selling the photocopiers and shit will end up being funneled back into scientific innovations, like how to fix climate change, how to harness the power of lightning how to harness the power of lightning as a power source. Of course, that's what I was meant to say. And basically, finding solutions to problems like fixing up the Great Barrier Reef once the non-geeks or the non-nerds and the non-geeks have fucked it up. Now this looks interesting. So we've got a lot of work to do, folks, as nerds. Nerds have got a lot of work to do. And we people have got to learn to treat them with the utmost respect, because who knows, a nerd might save your life. One day, we nerds and geeks are going to save the planet, folks. So don't try and, it'd be nice if you just gave us nerds and geeks a little bit of extra respect for our services rendered. But one day I'll be doing some big stuff, and most of the money that I earn will go to science. There won't be much money for me in relative terms to keep for myself. I'm not interested in hoarding money. I'm not interested in having a board of directors. I want to be in charge of the whole kit and caboodle of the future of Xerox. I want to be someone that has control over everything, because I don't trust anyone else with that kind of work. I don't trust them, folks, because most people are money fuckers. Most people care only about money, and I know that my way is the best. I'm not interested in floating this company on the stock market. I don't want to float anything on the stock market. I don't want to do that sort of shit. It's not me. I want to run the company the way I see it, fairly and squarely and ethically. We've got to have fucking ethics, folks. We've got to fucking have ethics and humanitarian desires, to fix things, to make, and that's what nerds and geeks ultimately will end up doing in the future, not just the toner heads of the photocopier specialisations. Other nerds and geeks will also be engaged to do stuff. Now that looks interesting. But basically, yeah, we just have to somehow stop bashing the nerds and the geeks. We're going to use this. So yeah, we're going to somehow make the world a better place. And that's what I want to do, is make the world a better place for everyone. I'm not interested, as I said, in keeping the money for myself and hoarding it. I'm not interested in that, folks. But a lot of people are, and it's hurting our world. It's hurting the human race. If nature fails, we're doomed, folks. If climate change goes much hotter, we're fucked. As a human race, we're screwed. You know, and people who love money just don't seem to have any understanding of that climate change is fucking real. You know, that we ought to get our fingers out and try and reduce the impact as much as we can. But people with the power and the money, the big corporations, don't have any real vested interest in doing that. They just want to keep producing and keep manufacturing and churning things out, you know, and most of this shit doesn't get recycled anyway, so it's bloody disgusting what's happening in the world. I'm trying to make a difference, even though I'm disabled and I'm not a rich person. I don't have any people in high places that can help. I don't have that sort of shit, folks. I'm on my own virtually. I'm virtually on my own. I just haven't got all the necessary connections and all that. So I have to do everything pretty much on my own, my videos and shit. So I just don't have any help with this shit. Just trying to find the mirror image button. So I'm not being sponsored. I'm not having anything major to help me. Sometimes I've had Nerds and Geeks help me with the computer. I've had to pay for their services, but they've done them at a good price. I used to have a pair of nerds or a group of nerds that used to work on my computer. Unfortunately, they went out of business, probably because they were too nice, for all we know. And unfortunately, I don't know where they are, whether they're still practicing business, but I was told that the rent was too high where they were situated, so I'm going to miss these guys. They were really nice and they provided service at a good price. So let's see how we go here. Yeah, I don't like the colours, but it's not bad. I like the diamond, the round shape that we've got. I think now we can call this demo. Let's